know the answer to. What was the cemetery like? Like a party. It was like a party. There was color in the sky because kids were flying kites. Who were flying kites? Kids. Kids were flying kites. Was the sky colorful?
Yes.
Or was the sky gray?
Colorful.
The sky was colorful. What was colorful?
The sky
The sky. Right.
Was
The sky
colorful.
was colorful.
was colorful
Why was the sky colorful?
because many kids
Because kids were
were
flying
flying
kites. What were the kids flying?
flying kite.
Kites.
Were flying
The
kites.
kids were flying kites. Where were they flying kites?
Cemetery. Cemetery.
In the cemetery.
In the
The
cemetery.
kids were flying kites
Is a cemetery.
in the cemetery. Who was flying kites in the cemetery?
Many kids.
Kids, right.
Kids.
Children. Kids were flying kites in
Yes.
the cemetery. Some families were having a picnic next to the graves. We, in the United States, don't do this. So some families were having a picnic next to the graves. They ate, they drank, and they chatted together.
Together.
Did they eat?
Yes.
Yes, they ate.
They
Who ate?
the families ate.
Families, right? Of course. Families
Families
ate.
ate.
What did they eat? They ate Guatemalan food, right? Food from Guatemala.
Guatemala.
The families
Tôi
ate
mày làm gì của
Guatemalan food.
Không mày làm gì nói.
Did they eat American food?
No, they ate Guatemala
No,
food.
they didn't eat American food.
Guatemala food.
They ate
Guatemala
Guatemalan
food.
food. Where did they eat Guatemalan
Guatemala.
food? In the cemetery, right? They ate food in the cemetery. They ate Guatemalan food in the cemetery. They also drank
Also
in the cemetery.
in the cemetery.
Did they drink water in the cemetery?
No, she didn't drink water.
No. What did they drink in
Beer.
the cemetery?
Beer.
They drank
They drank beer.
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 Who drank beer?
Beer.
The families. The
The
families
family.
drank beer. What did they eat?
What did they eat? Guatemala
Guatemalan food.
Guatemala
They
food.
ate Guatemalan food and drank beer. Did they drink beer or did they drink water?
They drank beer.
They drank beer. Where did they drink beer?
In the cemetery.
They drank beer
In the cemetery.
in the cemetery.
Cemetery.
When did they drink beer?
On November 1st.
November 1st, the Day of the Dead.
The day of the dead.
They drank beer. When did they eat? They ate
On November 1st.
on November
The
1st,
day of the dead.
the Day of the Dead. Did they chat together?
Yes, they
Yes,
chatted
they
together.
chatted together.
Together.
Who chatted together?
The family chatted together.
The families, of course. The families chatted together. When did they chat together?
On November 1st.
Yes, November 1st, the Day of the Dead. People laughed and smiled. In the United States, cemeteries are always somber. Are cemeteries happy in the United States?
No.
No, never. Cemeteries aren't happy in the United States. Cemeteries are always somber.
Lâu rồi trung bình với đôi tháng lại thấy Sơn kêu lần.
Are cemeteries serious in the United States? Yes, they are. In the United States, cemeteries are always
Con này
somber. They are always serious. In the United States, are cemeteries somber or are cemeteries happy? Somber, right? Cemeteries are always somber in the United States. Was the cemetery somber in Guatemala?
No. In United States.
No.
In the
It
United
wasn't
States.
somber in Guatemala. The cemetery wasn't somber in Guatemala. But in the United States, cemeteries are always somber. Are cemeteries always somber in Guatemala or in the United States?
United States. United States.
In the United States, cemeteries are always somber.
In the United States.
Where are cemeteries always somber?
United States.
United States. Right. In the United States, cemeteries are always somber. Are they happy?
No, the ones
No. They are always somber. Cemeteries in the United States are always somber. Very, very somber. We certainly never have festivals or parties next to graves. Do we have parties next to graves? No, we don't. We don't have parties next to graves. Do we ever have parties next to graves? No, we never have parties next to graves. Do we ever have parties in restaurants? Yes, we have parties in restaurants. But we never have parties next to graves. Do we ever have parties in houses?
Yes.
Yes, we do. We have parties in houses. But we never have parties next to graves. Do we ever have parties next to graves? No. Never. We never have parties next to graves. Where do we never have parties? Next to graves. We never have parties next to graves. Do we ever? No. Never. We never have parties next to graves. Not ever. Never. We don't laugh or play music or fly kites in cemeteries either.
Trả lời tiếp thôi, ngày nay không rõ.
Do we laugh in cemeteries usually? No, we don't. We don't laugh in cemeteries.
Đúng, we don't laugh in United States.
Where
we
don't we laugh?
in United States.
In cemeteries. That's right. Okay. I found that I preferred the Guatemalan approach.
Guatemala approach.
Did I find that I preferred the American approach?
No, Guatemala.
Or did I find that I preferred the Guatemalan approach?
Yes, Guatemala approach.
The Guatemalan approach. I found
Guatemalan
that I preferred
approach.
the Guatemalan approach.
Approach.
Did I find that I preferred the American approach?
No,
No, I didn't.
no, I didn't.
I didn't find that I preferred the American approach. I found
Found.
that I preferred
Just
the Guatemalan approach.
Found just I prefer the
Which approach did I
Guatemalan.
prefer?
watermelon approach.
I preferred
I prefer
the Guatemalan approach.
The watermelon approach.
Did I prefer the American approach?
No.
No.
I prefer
Who preferred the Guatemalan approach?
me. I just
Me, AJ,
I
right?
just
I preferred the
I
Guatemalan
prefer
approach.
the watermelon approach.
I found that I
found just-
preferred
I
the
found-
Guatemalan
I
approach.
prefer.
I liked the way
I like it
they
the way-
remembered and celebrated
I
those
like
who
the way
had
they
passed
remember
away.
and celebrated.
Did they celebrate those who were alive? No,
No.
they didn't celebrate those who were alive. They celebrated those who had
Right.
passed away.
Who has
Did they celebrate
passed away.
those who had passed
Passed away.
away? Or those who had become rich?
No, become rich.
They
Who
celebrated
had
those
passed away.
who had passed away.
Who celebrate
Who celebrated those who had passed away?
the families
Guatemalans, right? Guatemalans celebrated those who had passed away. When did they celebrate those who had passed away?
On November 1st, the day of the dead.
On the Day of the Dead,
November 1st.
November 1st. On the Day of the
The
Dead, November 1st, they celebrated those who had passed away. Who celebrated?
Watermelon.
The Guatemalans. The
Guatemalan.
Guatemalan families celebrated. Who did they celebrate? They celebrated
Yes.
those who had
Uh,
passed away.
So who has passed away?
I liked that they acknowledged death instead of denying it the way Americans do. Who liked that they acknowledged death? Me, AJ.
I just
Right? Me, AJ. I liked that they acknowledged death. Did they acknowledge money?
no
Did they acknowledge death?
acknowledging
They
that-
acknowledged
that
death.
that
What did they acknowledge? Death.
that
They acknowledged
death.
death.
They acknowledged death.
Who acknowledged death?
Watermelon.
Guatemalans, right? Guatemalans acknowledged
Death.
death.
Watermelon acknowledged death.
Did they acknowledge death or did they acknowledge money?
Acknowledged death.
They acknowledged
Acknowledging
death
Acknowledged death.
instead of denying it. Who denies death?
The American.
Americans.
American deny death.
Americans
Deny
deny death.
Deny death.
Do Guatemalans deny death?
No.
No, not Guatemalans. Guatemalans don't deny death. Americans deny death. Do I like that Americans deny death?
No, I don't lie.
No, I
No, I
don't.
don't.
I don't like it. I don't like that Americans deny death. But I like that there is life as well as death in Guatemalan cemeteries. I liked that. Did I like their cemeteries?
Yes,
Yes, I
Yes, yes.
liked their cemeteries.
I like.
What did I like?
I like the cemetery. Cemetery.
Their cemeteries.
The cemetery.
Guatemalan cemeteries.
The
I
Guatemalan-
liked Guatemalan cemeteries. Did I like Guatemalan cemeteries? Or did I like Guatemalan restaurants? I liked Guatemalan cemeteries.
Cemetery.
Whose cemeteries did I like?
Watermelon.
Guatemalans, right?
I
Guatemalan cemeteries. I liked the
I
Guatemalans
liked
cemeteries.
Watermelon Cemetery.
Guatemalans
Guatemalan
cemeteries. Whose cemeteries did I like? The Guatemalans cemeteries. I liked the Guatemalans cemeteries. Guatemalans call it the Day of the Dead, but it is also a day to appreciate life.
To appreciate life.
Okay, that is all for this mini story.
Bye bye kết thúc rồi nha.
This
Mình chỉ một vài
was
chỗ
a
mình hơn chưa nghe rõ.
very
Mình sẽ cố gắng là sao.
slow and soft mini
Bye
story.
bye.
So this mini